The situation inside the Mecklenburg County Jail is getting so dangerous, a staff member could die. At least that's the message from two former detention officers tonight.
When corrections officers show up for work, are they safe?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
They call WBTV investigates to blow the whistle inside the jail because they say others still working at the jail are afraid of retaliation if they talk about it.
And now Chief Investigative Reporter Nick Oxner is asking Sheriff Gary McFadden what he's doing to address the problem.
They're back-to-back headlines on the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office press release page. Two detention officers assaulted by inmates inside the jail within 4 days.
I called you because I was concerned mostly about the safety of the staff at the jail.
Gianna Jennings says the two announced by Sheriff Gary McFadden aren't the only staff to be attacked in recent weeks.
And you left in March?
I did.
Why?
Like I said, I was in fear for my safety.
And looking back now in the 6 or 7 months since you've left, was that a good decision?
I do think it was a great decision, yes.
Why is that?
I took a significant pay cut, but I'm safe. I'm home with my kids. And looking at the jail now, it's a mess.
It's just very dangerous, and they're very short-staffed.
Tanisha Holmes also left her job as a detention officer at the jail earlier this year. She says her doctor told her she couldn't continue working there.
The doctor diagnosed me with PTSD, anxiety, and depression, and it came from the jail.
Both former officers say staffing at the jail has gotten worse.
Everything is running like it's normal, but they're understaffed, and that's dangerous.
Do you think the sheriff knows what's going on?
I don't know if he understands, but he knows, because I've gone down and had a conversation about certain areas.
You know, they didn't talk to me. I have an open door policy. I understand their concerns.
Sheriff Gary McFadden defended his handling of the jail, saying staff have been working in tough conditions during COVID and blaming his predecessor.
Staff are fatigued, just like everyone else. Staff is going through stress of COVID-19, just as everyone else. All of these play in a factor, but we still have 1,500 men and women here which will remain in our custody and care. Simply having a staff that is sometimes unable to provide what we need here is an issue and is a problem, and what we have inherited here. It is the culture, and historically, this is what they have been told, not to communicate with the upper parts of the administration here.
I mean, you're nearing the last year of your first term as sheriff. At what point does Sheriff McFadden become responsible for the culture inside the jail?
Sheriff McFadden will always be responsible for the safety and security of everyone here. Sheriff McFadden, again, Sheriff McFadden has been asking to help implement items of safety here. We've asked them that. If they take it upon themselves not to do it, we will address that. You have to understand that the culture here is different. Changing the culture here is very difficult.
You've been sheriff almost 3 years. How much longer are you going to be sheriff before you're responsible for the culture?
No, I'm responsible. I took responsibility. Let's make sure we get this right, Nick, because we don't want to soundbite it to say I'm saying something else. I'm taking responsibility, but it takes my staff also to take the initiative and the authority that I give them to help make this place safe.
The sheriff knows. He knows everything that's going on. However, he chooses not to deal with it. He tries to sweep it under the bus like the jail is perfect.
You're still in touch with people who work at the jail?
Yes, I am.
And when you talk to them, what do they say?
You know, they're fearful for their lives. They're scared to go to work. However, they have to stay because they have families to take care of.
What is going to happen if things don't change at the jail?
The next report you'll be doing is an officer was killed.
Reporting in Charlotte, Nick Oxner, WBTV, on your side.